Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that feels trapped in a connection. There's something that makes them feel like they owe this person or they have a sense of duty or responsibility to this person. And yet we have letting go, releasing a relationship to focus on self. So there's some inner healing or some time to yourself that seems to be on the horizon. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Friday if you're watching this the day that I posted. Yeah, I think we will start with the Fairy Lenormand. And hello there, Tina Maria. How are you doing? Ooh. We have number 7, the snake, and number 20, the garden. The garden represents a community or a group, and the snake can represent dishonesty, trickery. It feels to me like we have an individual. I think we have somebody stuck in a relationship or in a connection with a person that wears a mask. And it might be kind of difficult to actually convince anybody of the true nature of this person. So it might be more difficult to walk away because of this community. All right, let's go with the Egyptian tarot and see what else we have. I'm good. Hello there, Drew. How are you? King of Chalices, 9 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there are people who defend this person that do so without question. So this could be somebody that has a sense of power within this community, or, like I said, wears a mask. So there are people that would come to the defense of this individual. So, for example, if there is emotional abuse in a relationship, people would be slow to believe that this person is capable of that. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, Knave or Page of Wands. There could be a contract, like a prenup. There could be a lease. There could be some sort of financial arrangement like that. That is like a big deal or a source of anxiety or concern for these two individuals that are in a connection together. So there could be a lot to lose. And that could be why it's important in terms of what the community thinks of these two people. So, like, child custody could be in question, for example, and perception is reality, right? 2 6s, 1 in the reverse, 1 in the upright. 6 of Wands in the reverse, 6 of Cups. I don't know, what would we call it? Parable, story, image that came to my mind is one that actually maybe like a month ago came to mind. The story from the Bible where 2 women are fighting over a baby, claiming that it's theirs, and the king decides, we'll chop it in half and you can each have half of the baby, mostly to see who actually loves the baby and doesn't want it to be chopped in half, and then gives the baby to that woman, right? So there's something here about whatever is at stake, this 10 of Pentacles, potential for a major loss here. Property, money, favor with a community, whatever is at stake, this King of Cups has an overconfidence that they'll be able to get their way. But what they don't understand is there's something really kind or genuine that others see in their partner or soon to be ex-partner that will maybe be a little bit more difficult for them to go up against than they expect. So this King of Cups is a little cocky, a little overconfident that they can get what they want in a situation, probably because they feel like they can control the narrative. We have the Temperance and Nine of Swords in the reverse. So that's 2 nines in the reverse in this second card column. So Nine of Swords in the reverse, clarifying Nine of Wands in the reverse. I'm telling you, this is like somebody cannot rest until they have set this right. Now, I don't know, this is probably the King of Cups, but it could be our other individual here. We've got somebody that all they can think about is, how do I fix this? How do I make sure it goes like this? How do I make sure that I don't lose or they don't get what they want? That kind of vibe, right? This is already a reading with doubles because we had 2 6s come out together. I was just talking about the 9s, and here we have 2 3s together. Three of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. There's something this King of Cups has planned with a connection or a good friend or somebody who wants to do business with them. There's something they're waiting for. For some of you, this is like a package. For others of you, it's pictures, email, screenshots. Some of you may be dealing with a private detective situation, but there's something that this King of Cups feels like once they have, it just kind of like clinches the whole thing for them. I don't know. They feel like they have the right team, or they feel like they have all the resources they need to be able to get what they want in this situation. There's somebody loyal that sees the situation for what it is. And I feel like that's the reason, like whatever they say, whatever they bring to the table, whatever evidence they have, they make it real difficult on this King of Cups. So it's like somebody works really hard to get an alibi out of a friend or a connection. And then this King of Pentacles comes along and offers up, well, that's weird. This receipt says you were here at this time. You know, like there's evidence or something. Like we might see the Ace of Swords. I feel like this person sheds light on the actual truth after the King of Cups has tried to like build this fantasy up. All right, this is the situations deck. Hi there, Tiana. How are you doing? Cleansing, meditation, clearing space, removing negativity, sold, moving, physical location change. So the environment is really important for whomever is trying to get away from this King of Cups or trying to cut their ties. The shared living situation would be something you'd want to address rather quickly if that's something that you were dealing with. And you're going to need to really, I think, focus on spending time with people that you feel like you can trust instead of wasting your time with people you don't. Focused, eyes for you, fascinated, watching, and pop up in the reverse. All right, so the other thing is there's somebody here who starts to step backwards, doesn't want to be, like, it's like they don't want the King of Cups to think that they've chosen you. But I think they know what's really going on, so they're wanting to watch to see what the actual truth is. So this is somebody who I think likes you, but isn't ready to like lay it out on the line, right? And actually like potentially lose a connection with the King of Cups because of it. This is the Pulp Tarot. For some of you, this King of Cups is trying to work on their image or wanting to present a united front. For others of you, this person is already trying to date somebody else and getting manipulated by that person. But there's somebody in the mix here, either the King of Cups or somebody who's very close to the King of Cups. Remember, that can be anybody, right? These aren't genders that I'm reading. This is energy. But we have somebody here that is offering up love, and they do so with ulterior motives, or they don't have the best of intentions. Seven of Cups in the reverse, Magician. I think there's a slip in, how do I say this? Okay, so maybe a couple months ago, there was a Britney Spears, like, I don't know, I don't want to call it like a scandal because it wasn't a scandal. It was like a question mark, right? Everyone was trying to figure out if it was actually Britney Spears, because when she like moved her hand in front of her face, the eyes looked totally different than for the rest of the video. That little glimpse where you see somebody, it's like there's less eye makeup. It doesn't look like it's the same person, right? There's something here where somebody has seen or somebody has on video this person's mask slipping. And this could be the King of Pentacles that has this information. This King of Cups flew into a rage or spoke honestly about their intentions in a bad way, lost their shit in some way. And for a moment, somebody saw their true character. I think it's somebody who's been in their inner circle. This King of Pentacles, I feel like, is somebody that knows the King of Cups and maybe knows the King of Cups better than most people. Hello there, Tease. How are you doing? All right. We have the Hermit and the Lovers. So it may have been relatively easy for people to think, okay, well, I know who we would choose, or I know who we would back. For some of you, this is a financial decision or a business decision. For others of you, this is just, are you my friend? Are you not? Whose story do I believe? That kind of thing. But we have somebody who has to kind of take a little bit of time to themselves. Lick their wounds maybe a little bit. And I feel like there's a realization that they were overly confident, that they assumed they could get something or have a certain result, but didn't necessarily follow through with what they needed to do to get to that point. So I feel like there's a little bit of a lesson here for this King of Cups. You can't just rely on things going your way every time, especially when you're acting the way you're acting. With the Lovers, it's like they realize oh, I might actually be on my own. There might be people who have like decided against me or decided they don't actually like who I am. Two of Swords in the reverse, the Hanged Man in the reverse. There's something that makes it really clear for this King of Cups that the people they thought they could rely upon, the people that they thought were a shoo-in or a given, definitely going to vote my way, whatever it is. Now he's seeing some reticence or some hesitation, some, I think there's a realization here that there are a lot of fair weather friends that can be easily picked off because this person didn't necessarily connect or bond with these people in a meaningful way. It was really, I think, for most of them about what can I get out of this? What's in it for me? Clout chasing, ego. This could be, you know, a really difficult industry that this person's dealing with, really like highly competitive or in the spotlight. We have Knight of Wands and Temperance again. So I'm pretty sure we're in Sagittarius right now. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. I'm awful at that. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll try to get better. There's something that happens really quickly here to even the playing field or even the score. For some of you, there's someone like this King of Pentacles posting something online to say, hey, all of you are like way up this King of Cups butt. Bam, here's what he's really like. What do you think? For others of you, this is somebody who makes a decision in a legal case and sides with the other side, not the King of Cups. But there's something here that happens really quickly, and it makes this King of Cups well aware that there are people that see through him or see their true energy, right? See that they're not all that they pretended they were. I know, isn't it amazing? All right, we have the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. This person's luck has run out. There's a changing of the guard. There's somebody else taking this person's place. So this could be like the example that came through in my mind was, what was that movie? I think it was Showgirls with the chick from Saved by the Bell, like basically being the replacement for Gina Gershon. There could be some pettiness or some difficulty for this King of Cups because they're like a veteran. They've been around for a while. They're used to being in control or having certain ways of making money that come easily to them. But there's maybe some tabloids, there's maybe some articles, there's maybe some chatter on social media that kind of call this person out and make it difficult for them to keep on keeping on. So again, there's change, but I don't feel like this Wheel of Fortune is good for the King of Cups. I think it's good for a couple of other people, probably this King of Pentacles and the other individual. Emperor in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. All right. I shouldn't laugh. I chuckle because this is some angry energy, okay? This is like, I have to tell you a story. My brother and I laugh over this particular moment in our lives over and over again because it was ridiculous. We were playing a card game. I think it was Rook. And I thought I was about to win, and he kicked my ass. I must have been like, maybe like 14. And when he won, I was pissed. I was this energy, okay? And I looked at him, I slammed my cards down on the table, and I said, I take back everything nice I ever said about you. You know, in that like teenager angsty way of like, I hope my words make you reconsider your actions. So like whenever we're admitting that maybe we got a little too angry over something, or maybe that other person needs to calm down, we'll say to each other, I take back everything I ever said about you. That's this energy. This King of Cups wants to do something to upset this person who felt trapped in the connection with them. They want to make sure that they miss them, or that they feel bad about what they did, or that they hurt. There's going to be hurtful words. There's going to be callousness or cruelty. This person, I think, is realizing that they may lose face or they may lose power in this situation, and they're blaming somebody else for the situation instead of their own actions. They really don't want to look at themselves in the mirror and admit that they may have brought some of this on themselves. Hello there, Anita. How are you doing? If you would like a personal reading, I would love to help you with that. You can email wickedwandstarot@gmail.com and I will let you know how to get one. Yep, I totally get that. Ooh, let's grab one more. We have the moon in the reverse and the sun. Wow. It's really interesting to have those two side by side and not matching, right? So again, there's a spotlight. There are people like investigating. That was like me holding up a magnifying glass if you didn't know what I was doing there. There are people taking a second look, reassessing their experiences, or even just like a flurry of people kind of like talking shit about this King of Cups because I want to say they're unmitigated gall, but that might be because of a movie. Their cockiness and kind of like heartlessness have been put on display. So people are seeing them for who they truly are, and they look foolish or they look bad, right? And there are people who are not interested in defending them anymore. As I mentioned, we have somebody new entering the scene. So if this is like a pop star, there's somebody 15 years younger that the studio or the production company or whatever would rather throw their money behind anyway. So like, see yourself out kind of vibe, right? There's a new beginning, and this King of Cups is like battling and fighting to try to hold on to something that was their power or their source of revenue. It's going to go to somebody else because this person has their back to the Seven of Wands, that's the King of Cups. So I think this is one of those cases of picking a battle because you think you can win without correctly assessing all the players involved, right? Without correctly assessing what could potentially be an obstacle or a weakness for you. We have number 23, fate. Cycles, alignment, decisive moments, opportunistic events. I told you, there's a change here. Somebody else is stepping into this role, getting a new beginning. This King of Cups is going to have to retire or like step aside, bro. Decisive moments. Somebody has decided this person has had their moment. They're done. There's something else I would rather back or invest or believe in. And then we have number 9, visionary, confidence, self-assured, passionate, self-worth, vivacious. The King of Cups can't compare, you know? Thank you, Tiana. All right. This is the Hocus Pocus deck. Thank you, Tiana. All right, we have the 8 of Potions, which is the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Candles, which is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Cups is in the reverse. This is a little bit too delicious because for me, this is, hey there, Miss Joanna. This is whatever you said, whatever you did, it is coming back to you. This is karma right here. This is normally the card where somebody is walking away into the distance. In the reverse, some shit's boomeranging back, right? And it's what you said to other people. So that's why this King of Cups is going through a difficult time. They're experiencing the consequences of their selfish actions. They've taken a while. Judgment, karma, decision has been made. This is no longer your life. This is no longer what you deserve. This is no longer your negotiating chip or your bragging rights, you know? I'm just going to say it. I think somebody's career may be like stalling out or ending because of how they treated somebody else. But it makes room for somebody who is deserving of that limelight and demonstrates support for somebody who felt like they would not be supported. So it's like a really beautiful sense of karma. Five of Potions, which is the Five of Cups in the reverse, and Page of Pumpkins or Page of Pentacles in reverse. So clarifying the Page of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. One man's loss is another gain, right? Another's gain. There's no time to regret all of this. There's no time to look back at the past and think about, oh, I wish I could have done things differently. This person doesn't have the option to make things better because they let things go as long as they did. So I feel like this karma is something that they really did sign up for. They would have had multiple intuitive messages telling them, hey, maybe you need to chill out or like not be such a jerk. And they just blew right through them, right? It's like this King of Cups was on a highway, saw or like drove past one of those, like, by the way, we have like a sobriety stop ahead. He's the King of Cups, so you know he's been drinking. Just kidding. And just ignores those warning signs, right? And drives right into the trap. This person just thought they were above consequence. Community. These people are looking at the King of Cups with a little bit less pride. False person in the reverse. So this King of Cups probably tried to make somebody out to be the bad guy or to be a liar. And at the end of the day, it looks like the person who was quieter or didn't really want to argue on a public stage, that person has been or is about to be proven right, or because we have false person in the reverse, right? Their version of the story is seen as accurate and truthful. So tough time for the King of Cups, but I wish him healing. Hopefully he can figure his shit out. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading and thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I will see you on the next reading.